Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary sometimes.
There have been about 380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for the People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show. Y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. You don't want to miss it. There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people wouldn't be mad. They have to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I'm announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader call. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now. What it do, y'all? We live 11/22/2023. The Mikey Justice Show. As always, I got my main man in the house. What's up, Phil?
What's up, everybody?
I'm gonna let you know from the jump. We are experiencing some technical difficulty. My man say he haven't been able to get any sound to play out of any of these videos. So with that being said, I don't know what y'all gonna get tonight. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I had a couple of things on my mind and a couple of things I wanted to talk to everybody about. I started not to even do a show today with that old Turkey Day being tomorrow and Thanksgiving and everything, but you know, with that being said, I decided to go ahead and try to make it do what it do. So
yeah, give y'all a little something to listen to,
yeah,
look at while you're cooking that bird.
Right. First order of the day, man. Like I said, tomorrow is good old Thanksgiving, man. It's supposed to be the pick of the week. Supposed to be a pretty nice day out there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like maybe high 50s, maybe 60 out there. You hear me?
That's all right by me. I ain't gonna complain about it.
No, sir. What kind of plans you got for tomorrow, my brother?
I don't have many, if any. But
Right.
we supposed to have a family friend over and eat a little food, man, and chill on out, watch some football.
Well, I got to go to work, man. So, you know, but we do get that clock and a half tomorrow. So,
Right.
yeah, at least I guess in a couple of weeks or so or days, it'll be worth it to me. So,
Yeah.
I go in there, knock that on out, and when I come home, I guess I do like everybody else, sit down with the fam, see if some
man.
football or some basketball on, and
Yeah.
just take it real easy, man. Get my OG on and just
Right.
chill out, man.
Yeah, man. You know, every day is a day of Thanksgiving anyway, you know, so.
Brother, you know, it been an interesting week for me, you know, dealing with Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I done talked to a lot of people about it. Your man's Mr. P. Lawton had a live video that he ran this morning.
Yeah, man, I caught a little bit of that.
Yeah, I got to watch it.
Way to lay some knowledge down, Pete Lawton.
I thought it was pretty good. You hear me? You know, he has his own perspective on it, and I respect it and everything. Good points, man, about why certain people do and don't really celebrate holidays. You hear me?
Right.
You know, and you know, I didn't plan on really getting into it on this show, and if I did, I would love to have him on where we could talk about it.
Right.
Have a real educated conversation, man. Try to educate the people, and then how anybody feel or whatever their opinion is about it from that point on, you know, it's all good. You know, that's
Right.
what we like to do it for. Once again, like I said, we been trying to move away from trying to, you know, get anybody to call too much because didn't nobody really want to do it.
Yeah.
And take some of that pressure off of my man's always having to call. I know he be trying to always give me that support, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, we ain't gonna let that be the reason. Somebody always talking about the line all bagged up and all this other stuff. Like I said, once again, we opened it up for the show, and I got all kind of people trying to solicit me.
Right.
Already, you hear me? I got all kind of different links that done came to the phone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a real interesting point about that gun violence. But by the way,
Yeah,
I could save you 15% on your car insurance.
So where I want to start today, man. Yeah, you know, while we still on the theme of Thanksgiving, we might go back to it 100 times today, man, because it is what it is. It is the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I talked to my people about it, man, and we like to say that in the black community,
Right.
it is one of the, if not the most important holiday. What you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, I'm not talking about the religious aspect
Right,
and
yeah.
what it's supposed to mean. I'm talking about they say as far as when they actually see our people getting together, man.
Yeah, and
it
that's
being
where I
about
was going
family
with it.
and everything else.
Yeah.
You hear me? I was even talking to my people. I was like, man, to be honest, man, and it might hurt some people's ears to say it. I think like they had a meaning of the holidays backwards. I told people like more of what they try to act like Thanksgiving is supposed to be about. That's how they try to represent Christmas and vice versa.
Right.
Cause to me, you know, Christmas turned into thanks for what you giving me, the monetary
Right.
people stay in their feelings. You hear me?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, you know, they try to make it like everybody want to go home for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
You eat with your family. After they eat real good on Thanksgiving, most of the time the food aspect of it is pretty much gone. You know, we eat something decent that day. It's cool, but you know,
Right.
it ain't like Thanksgiving where you know you're gonna eat some bird, you know, some ham, some
Right.
greens, sweet potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it don't. It might be about family, but the monetary aspect kind of take that out of it. It loses it sometimes because people
with that
tend
Christmas.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they tend to make it. They you know, commercialize it and make it more than it need to be sometimes.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah,
So I was saying for the family aspect of it, the love, you know what I'm saying? Even to act like you got an ounce of the Most High in your head and in your heart.
Right.
I see it a little bit more on Thanksgiving. You hear
Yeah.
me? I heard a lot of good and bad things that went into like why people do and don't celebrate Thanksgiving, man. And I'm torn because it's like, you know, I want to tell you that I honestly respect it because I do, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm wrong about it, but I still want to be one of those people that I understand that if we keep on being stuck in the past, we never gonna move forward, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to tell people that, like the saying go, you know, I forgive, but I ain't gonna forget. And that's what I'm hoping that other people do, man. We got to get out of that. You hear me?
Yeah. You know, like you say, not getting too much on the religious aspect of it. But, you know, I just leave it at Christ died for everybody's sins. That's what I believe. So for me to sit here and, you know, act like I'm holier than thou, or, you know, there's no blood on my people's hands, or, you know, I can't do it. You know, I just can't do it. But, you know, to each their own. So I'm going to just move on from me.
Yeah, man. And like I said a million times, brother, I don't want to hear all that you can't come to terms or have peace with another group of people because of something that happened in the past. And to save myself a whole bunch of time and getting way deeper than I want to on this show, bro, I won't give any examples of that. You hear me?
Right.
But like I say, I don't talk about nothing if I don't have no meat on the sandwich and I ain't got that receipt. You hear me?
Yeah.
But I done made several examples of how I told people that you definitely can get over things that happened in the past because I've seen it with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, you got to, or else you're going to be stuck in the past.
yeah, you're gonna be stuck.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But one thing I can say, man, that I saw myself in the point that I saw being made about how much the politics play a part in some of these holidays. You hear me? People
lot.
was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you tend to pull wool over your own eyes when you standing in that line getting that free turkey. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's
Yeah.
what I was like, yeah, I really do see that with my own, and I understand that. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You have a whole bunch of people, you know, that oh, I don't really participate in the holidays, and I just do it for the kids, and I just do it for this reason. And I know that my religion and what I say that I stand for, we ain't supposed to be
Right, it don't match with that,
Yeah,
but-
and we don't supposed to be eating those turkeys and doing all of this. But girl, I ain't gonna pass the opportunity to get some free food. Everybody else standing in the line. You hear me? Oh. Sometimes I understand that mentality too. Like my people say, they had a whole. Remember I was telling you they had the whole lottery pool at the job. Where everybody put in their little dollar and they got their little Powerball ticket. One of those times when they had the super astronomical drawing. So you know my people was like, hell yeah, I put $1 in there because if they hit and they win, I ain't gonna be the only fool standing there not getting a portion of the money or the check. So I mean, sometimes your hands tied. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Yeah, you choose what you want to do. That's what that is.
brother. Yeah, so I understood that, man. Like, we tend to turn a blind eye when we getting those benefits. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of those people I saw online, those big heavyweights and those people in those higher positions, like we like to say, man, they were like, these people getting hundreds of dollars off of this community, off of this culture and what we tend to flock to all day long.
Right.
Like old girl was talking about the booty, the lashes, the forces, the grills, the tattoos, all the old hip stuff. Yeah. And they said they just profiting off of it. The little mom and pop shops, even some of the Chinese restaurants. Just being honest, you hear me?
Right.
They like all the what they call them, those people that own all the gas stations around here and all that. They say
call them Arabs or
whatever they call them. I don't know the proper name, so I'm gonna say let y'all do all that. But they say, man, that they make a lot of money and don't give enough back to the community. That's how people feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they like that 1 or 2 times at a year, you know what I'm saying, that they pass out a free turkey or because they gave you a free vest when you spent $30. It's not really doing nothing for the community. You hear me? But that's how we do it. And I was like, yeah, that's that same mentality that I was trying to tell people that I saw with 45. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they got them stimulus checks or gave some money, we can get something out of it. You hear me? Yeah. It's all about what we can get out of it. You hear me? Like my people say, what they say now, the girls, the new term, feel the bag or get that bag.
Yeah, I'm all about that bag.
All about that bag and all that,
on my bag.
And they was like, the reason that people around her, man, flock so much to all that mess and that garbage, because they don't believe that they supposed to have nothing. And I believe that too. You hear me? Yeah. Brother, that's why people lose themselves over Jordans. I had somebody cuss me out. I was like, bro, I looked at them all wrong. I'm looking at the dollar amount. You hear me? Yeah. No, it's about what they make you and your status in the hood. Yeah. What type of ninja I am with these J's on. Right. You hear me? I thought the mugs did something special. You hear me?
They do. They make you that ninja, bro.
I guess so. You hear me? That's like when that online wellness company made me buy a $60 or $70 bottle of cologne. You hear me? I told my mom, I say, when I bought it, I kept turning the box over and patting it on the bottom. I said, I was waiting on something to fall out. She was like, what? I was like, a stick. Right. I should have been beating females off of me. This was $70. What the hell the bottle of the cologne do? Do it wash dishes?
Hey, you hear me? Whatever you need.
Bruh. And then when I let them know that I wasn't going to make an order this next month because Christmas, holidays, and everything. We'll have to talk about that off of the cuff. Right. But this super nice company, you hear me, that's all about the business, you hear me, start looking like they're all about those Benjamins. You hear me? Their attitude changed. You hear me? And you being a preferred member or customer of one of those type of place, you hear me? I think it's only right that you know what you're going to have to face in the next coming days. Oh, okay. You hear me? Right. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it peaceful for their benefit. You hear me? Right. And if they don't do right, I will be putting your ass on blast like we like to do on this here show.
For sure.
But I'm going to keep it cool. I'm going to give them a chance to try to get it right. But I will, if they don't keep it 100, I will put on the air how bad I had to embarrass them and crack their face because they tried to come with that extra. You know me. Yeah. I use exactly what you put out there. Yep. Right back on you. Yeah, that's what you said. That's what came out of your mouth. You hear me? Yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, bro, I almost got cussed out because I didn't understand the value of the Jordans and all that. You know what I'm saying? I asked a little mama across the street from me, one of my neighbors, I was like, why you getting so gassed up and tripping out because the dude had on some J's? I was like, you ain't never had $150, $200 at one time? Bruh, I'm from the ghetto. We be struggling. I get paid once a month. But I mean, she went ham on me. I was like, okay, I got you. I just thought it was $200. I didn't know. I'm just looking at it as just shoes, baby. You hear me? Something on your feet. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like having a Cadillac in the hood. You hear me? Yeah. I didn't know it gave you all that type of status.
Together, got these J's on. You better recognize.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's another one of the things I want to talk about, man. Just today, just people around here with that selfish mentality, man. All about themselves. I was like, boy, it's a lot of people that's doing really good things in St. Louis
Yeah.
that get overlooked because we do not network and work
Right.
together.
Don't support
man.
each other.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I was like telling you about the little chick I just saw that Barbie be jamming.
Yeah.
Man, 400,000 Facebook followers.
Yeah,
I'm
she
like,
wild too,
I
bruh.
ain't here to endorse the female or nothing, but what I'm trying to say is, bruh, if you like Sexy Red, you know,
Yeah.
you remember how back in the day when you
Right.
got the little cheap body, if you like Polo,
Right.
you'll love this. I'm like, if you like Sexy Red, bruh, you
Yeah.
know, and what she come with, Lil Mama got a few boys in her.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna stunt. She's a cutie pie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know, I'm like, come on, man. Right here out of the heart of St. Louis. And I never even heard of it. You hear me?
Yeah.
People get 500,000 followers. You hear me?
Yeah.
And people right here ain't even heard of them.
Yeah.
But they talk about how small of a city we are. Small world. It ain't that.
Yeah. And we ain't talking enough.
Or something. You hear me?
Yeah.
It don't even matter. It don't even benefit the people here, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was just talking to OTS, man, a few minutes ago. Like,
Yeah.
we try our best to prove that we're the toughest people. We want to wear that title, wear that badge so
Wear that
bad.
jacket bad.
We're so cool with being the murder capital, man.
Yeah.
But what do you get out of that?
Bless me with the answer. You hear
So
me?
so you telling me all these big billionaires, moguls, the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's, the Oprah, all the people that's making moves, the movers and shakers out here, you think that they're breaking their neck to want to come to St. Louis, the most dangerous and violent
Probably if they
city,
need
to
somebody
try to do
murdered.
business?
They need somebody murdered or something, but not for no business.
Man,
You know?
I was hoping that we could have ran that clip so bad. My people had showed me this clip of this lady going off just talking about the females and their selfish mentality, man.
Mm-hmm.
The female just went ham because basically the first date she had with this guy, he didn't take her to a top of the line place.
Right.
That's what basically, it sounded like the lady was clapping back because somebody tried to clap at her son. Basically like ungrateful, like saying that wherever he took her on the first date wasn't good enough and he should have took her to a nice upscale restaurant and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man. That's that old gold digger and that selfish mentality, man. Like I said, if we had a good time and it's our first date and the only reason that we're there is to try to get to know each other,
Right.
break that ice, you know what I'm saying? Get to know each other, see where we're going to take this thing. Wherever we go is appropriate to me. You hear me?
Yeah.
We didn't have to go anywhere to eat.
Yeah.
We could have just went somewhere, sat down, and just talk.
Right.
But if you able to get a free meal out of it, you got home, you got third bag safe, did
Right.
nothing happen. You got a chance to have a good time, man. What was so bad about what you did? You hear me?
Ain't nothing bad about it.
And the lady was saying the same thing that we say, and I said many times on this show, man. Make sure you treating yourself the same way that you expect everybody else to treat you.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah. If you can't get it for yourself, don't expect me to get it for you.
Man, I talk to my partners all the time. They be like, man, I got them type of the females, bro, that, you know, when they eating on my ticket is Long John Silver's Red Lobster. When they buying lunch for me and I'm eating this dollar burger is Rallies. You hear
Right.
me? You know what I'm saying? So that's basically like what the lady was saying. She like, show me some receipts where you done went to these top of the line restaurants. If you ever took yourself to Ruth Chris or somewhere and bought a
Right.
steak. You hear me?
Yeah.
He got to see if you steak material before he pull out his money.
Right.
She like, you might be a piece of bread. Like my homegirl Andrea say, you know what I'm saying? You don't eat bologna when you got steak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And don't eat no peanuts when you want some shrimp.
What up, Don Bo? I know you watching. But that's what I'm saying, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
You looking right at it. You know what you got. You ain't blindfolded. You don't have to taste it to see whether it's steak or bologna. You know if it's steak, you know?
Right.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So she like, come on, man. Just be grateful sometimes that somebody trying to do something halfway decent for you. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then I was even
And then
going.
you can always not go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you so insulted, then kick rocks. Smoking the saying you ain't having fun.
Chick,
Take
give
it back now, you don't get none.
But see, that's what I'm saying, man. Why are you so ungrateful to getting something free?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Right.
I mean, I hate that, bro, because you know you know how we talk all the time, man.
Yeah.
I had one of my good friends. We almost fell out about it, bro. Remember when I said she called me and asked me to buy her a tire and everything because her car was on the flat? She had to tell me how she got to get back and run up on her baby daddy. I got to drop this off. I got to go to work. I got to hit the grocery store. I'm like, yeah, I understand that. You hear me?
Right.
But I got to take care of my business at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You got the luxury that somebody's trying to help you with yours. I don't. You hear me? So I got moves I got to make. So you need to come on with this. You hear me?
Yeah.
So she wouldn't even make herself available for me to buy her a tire, man.
Yeah.
And then had the nerve to get mad at me. I'm like, that's your fault.
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel guilty about that at all.
Nah.
As a friend, I thought saying that I would spend $80 to $100 and buy you a brand new tire would be good enough. I didn't know that I would have to buy it on your time. Go
and
get, come on,
deliver
man.
it.
That's what
and put it on,
bro. We selfish, man.
Yeah.
We ain't never gonna get nothing. You being the toughest person in St. Louis matter to nobody in California, New York, none of that.
Yeah.
That's why they're not coming here to try to collab with you, make no money. Do you understand how that's hurting you?
Yeah. And okay, you could be the toughest. So what? What you gonna do with that?
Like we say, man, you still jumping on your little brother. You hear me?
Yeah.
These little kids grow up to be teenagers, adults, and all of that. You hear me? So that same person you beefing with at the gas station, same person you done got in the argument and up your pistol on. You hear me?
Yeah.
This is your partner's son, father, brother. This is somebody's mother, daughter. You hear me? And while we on the family type tip, man, that's another thing that the lady was saying that rubbed her the wrong way because when one of the people responded to what the lady was saying about make sure you giving yourself all this luxurious stuff you expecting out of everybody else, the lady was like, well, would you want to take your mother, your daughter, your sister, and blah, blah, blah to a low-scale place, and you treat the woman how you would want to do and how you would want to do your mother and this and that? And I was like, well, you once again, you did say my mother. You hear me? So I started looking at it from the standpoint. I'm like, yeah, well, if we just go anywhere just to get to know each other and we're happy that we got there safe, had a good time, my mother is going to be more than happy with that. You hear me? And us just doing something on a low scale and keeping it light on the first date, she would tell me that makes sense, son. That's the best way for both of you guys to protect yourself. You don't go out and do nothing elaborate and then let this broad sit up and play you, and getting over on you, doing whatever,
Right.
Y'all don't hit it off. Like I said, there's levels to it, man.
Yeah.
So you spend all these hundreds of dollars and you and this girl ain't got no type of chemistry. You hear me? Okay, so what do you do when you finally do meet somebody that you got some halfway chemistry with?
Right.
I guess you better go get you another job, start selling dope, start balling.
Out the air.
It's levels to it, man.
Yeah.
We can build to it. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's what we want, man. We want instant results. We want instant gratification on every single thing. You hear me?
Man, like you said the word, man, build. You hear me? That's what it is. Foundation. Set a foundation for something, man. We all want that instant gratification, that instant something. You know what I mean?
Bruh, that's why I stress on this show all the time and put that up there. It's just time. You hear me?
Yeah.
I try to get myself out of that lazy mentality by realizing that it's just time. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking little things, man. I tell people all the time, like, I was discussing with another one of my friends about finances and like telling her like I make payment arrangements to pay my personal property tax and do other stuff and hospital bills, and she was like, I didn't know that because every time they call, they so threatening, they want all their money right now. Like you were saying, if a payment arrangement is a payment arrangement, I could give you $1 a year, $1 a month if that's what we agreed to, and I'm sticking to the script. You hear me?
Yeah.
But she was just so blown away, man, that you could break it down and do it that way. You hear me? And call people and try to make arrangements and take your time, and everything don't have to be just I'm like, you gotta communicate, you gotta talk, you gotta speak up, you gotta get what you trying to get out here, man. Just everybody just want everything to be so quick gratification. You want to lose weight instantly. You want to get rich instantly. You want to you know what I'm saying?
Man,
and
you hit it on the nose with communication, man. That's something that I want to improve in my own household, man. Just communication. Like we need to talk to each other better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I don't know why people I was about to say scared, but uncomfortable with it. You heard
Yeah.
me? About just opening their mouth and I was just trying to get her to understand just how much stuff I was able to just control by talking to people, letting them know where you at. People not stupid, man. You hear me?
Right.
We getting caught up in the time of AI, but people are human. We not robots, man.
Right.
If you talk to people, they go through the same stuff. It's regular, real life. It happens to everybody. You hear me?
Yeah.
But what I was trying to get people to understand is that how fast the clock is ticking, how fast those days go by. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? As fast as you want these results and want everything to happen for you, that's how fast these people' life is going now, man.
Right.
These days are ticking. You hear me?
Yeah.
I remember we just feel like the year went around and we was talking about New Year's resolution and all that.
Right.
What you
Yeah.
gonna do for the year?
Do,
just
more
starting
of
the
and less
show
of,
and,
yeah.
and all that other stuff, man. And a whole nother year rolling around.
Yeah.
It don't. And the older you get, the faster it go, bro. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So just pump your brakes, people that got time. You hear me?
Yeah.
You're gonna feel bad when you get to the point where you don't have that time. So while you got that time, love it.
Yeah.
Cherish it.
Yeah.
Because it ain't
Live
gonna
it
be
out.
there forever.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yep.
Oh, I ain't stupid, man. We were young not too long ago. I remember that time of thinking that you had all the time in the world.
Right.
You're gonna be young forever.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just a fairy tale.
Forever
Because
young.
I mean, I'm getting a little bit older, but I can
Right.
still do everything that I want to do. You
Yeah.
know, one of my
Still
coworkers
got
was
that
like,
jumper.
he just turned 45, man. He said that's when it got real for him. You heard me?
Uh-huh.
He said he was laughing at 40. Ha ha. He said his mom tried to tell him. He said he was punching 40 and jabbing at it like, nah, man, this ain't nothing. I can do 40 with ease. Say
Right.
045 came along.
Uh-huh.
Boom, 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 boom.
You're damn near 50.
All downhill. You hear me? Eyes don't work the same. You know what I say? Ears start getting long.
Right.
Hair start growing out of different parts of your body. When
All hair in your nose.
and your ears. Nah, bro, you about to get up out of here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, man, we
Midlife
need to get out there
crisis.
that selfish mentality, man. You hear me? I'm thinking that everything we do, man, gotta be always about us. You hear me? Like I said, we don't understand that there's room out here for everybody, man. Don't hate, participate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We won't like your show, your podcast, or what you doing because it might end up being a little bit better than mine. You hear me? Come on, man. The type of followers I'm seeing with old girl Barbie and all this Sexy Red, y'all should be jamming together, having songs, networking, building something. You hear me? I want to see people flip that money here and do something. You hear me?
Right.
I was surprised when they was talking about some girl, somebody Fox that's supposed to have been out that's doing something good now, that got something going on, and they was talking about her whole resume and career, you know, and she first was signed to Little Kim label and all that. I was just blown away. I never even knew that Little Kim had her own record company or label. You hear me?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You should be networking.
Right.
You got Bun B and people like that. They got the Trill Burgers and you got this and you got that, man. You know,
Right.
make something out of this money. You hear me?
Yeah.
Instead of that old fly by night, because it's not gonna last, and y'all losing yourself and losing y'all life to it. You hear me? That's another thing that Pete Lawton and a lot of people was stressing, man, on their show, like just how embarrassed they are the way that our generation has levitated to so much of this garbage. You hear me?
Yeah.
And they was like, the music is horrible, y'all. It's glamorizing black struggle. It's promoting gang violence. It's promoting all of that. You hear me?
Man, and look, you know I am who I am, so I got to take it back there. But one of the things that really caught me about what P. Lawton was trying to get across, man, is that the curses of Moses and the curses that's in Genesis, man, them curses come about when you don't follow the script. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no surprise that bondage and all of them curses follow through. So, you know, if you could do anything with that, man, make a change. And I'm saying that because of this, the gravitation that we got towards so much garbage, man. That's nothing like God. That's nothing godly. That's nothing desirable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want nobody to be a liar to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to be disloyal. You don't want nobody to be a demon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
to you. So why we out on demon time? You know what I'm saying? Why you know what I'm saying? Why we all gravitating to that? You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to come and kill you. So why are you a killer. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know me, man. I just been all about that, man. I was like, I wish we could start some type of petition. I was hearing that one guy, you know, the little alderman dude, Rasheen Aldred, or his name, and talk about the initiative petitions and all that to get certain signatures, man. I'm like, it's real out here like that.
Yeah.
And people not understanding that's what you're going to have to do to get a lot of stuff done and make stuff start moving around here. You know, I wanted to have OTS on today so I could talk to him, man, but he was a little bit busy. But like I told him, I said I blew him away when I made that statement. I was like, man, America in general, St. Louis, all that, man, we'll never end racism, gun violence, terrorism. I'm like, we too lazy to do it, man. You hear me?
Man.
We have to get up and get involved. You hear me?
Yeah, you can't press the easy button and do that. It takes some initiative. It takes some hard work. It takes some, you know, dedication and all of that, you know.
And I understand. I'm one of them people that admit all the time, bro, I'm not down on everything as much as I want to be. You hear me? But the key is wanting to be a part of something.
Yeah, put forth the effort.
Yeah, to put forth the effort. If you don't even want to see change, get up and lift a finger. You know, if smoking those blunts or whatever that's so important to you outweigh, you know, trying to make change in real life, bro, you're never going to get involved.
Right.
It's not important to you.
Yeah.
You don't understand that. That's foreign language to you. You hear me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You tell me about them forces or them blunts, that Draco, you know?
Yeah.
That gun with that big old banana clip on it. You know what I'm saying? Them little dudes. Tell me about that. They don't want to hear about none of that, man. So it's like, stop doing it to yourself. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
I was telling my lady, I said, man, they don't understand what they doing for these record companies and executives, the way social media has taken over. Bruh, you know how much money that we tripped off that they're making off of dead people?
Yeah.
You know how many viral, popular people that got millions and millions of dollars and
recurring
followers.
streams of revenue.
Building billions of dollars, building fan base, all of that, and don't know nothing about it, man. Ain't there to get nothing out of it.
It's so deep and we'll never know. But these rappers that get signed to these major labels, man, and end up passing away, that major label could have had millions of dollars in insurance on you because you a stream of revenue for them.
Brother, they got your catalog.
Yeah.
You know,
and now they got your catalog and they steady. That's, you know what I'm saying? The much they pump you up and
do
the
they
much
really
you selling,
understand, man, that
they got you.
Let me tell you, man, the meat of hip hop, the beauty of it, the real heart of it, man, a lot of it has been lost. You hear me?
Yep.
As much as we thought that it was a lot of people out here spitting and really doing it, students of the game, and doing it for the art, it's a lot of people that stuck their toe in there, put their bid in, but I'm talking about really doing it good and doing it because they were students of the game. It ain't that many.
Nah.
It ain't that many. I mean, name 3 to 5 right now that you can honestly say was 100% in it to be a student of the game. Well, there's some back in the day, but not too many nowadays. You hear me?
Yeah.
I mean, I could say Tupac. You hear me? And as good as a spitter that Biggie was, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the greats, but to me, we got cheated out of him. He got taken away too early.
Yeah.
You know?
Ain't have too much in his catalog.
I don't think so. I feel cheated out of him. I wanted to hear more. You hear me? So, like I said, I always try to evaluate him on potential because he missed a lot to me.
Yeah.
So that's some of the greats. To me, the Eazy-E's, the people, the pioneers in the game, they got a lot of this stuff started. You hear me?
Right.
And then this new generation, what would Nipsey Hussle would have been? I keep hearing everybody talk about how good his tracks was. So obviously y'all liked him. He was very popular. I know Takeoff got taken out of here, and he was at the time Migos was at the height of their career, one of the better groups out here. So what did the game lose by that? You got Pop Smoke. It's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
You got Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? The game. So I feel like it's not complete because those real students, those real spitters, and all that. You was like, okay, if they were so into it like that, then how did they get caught up in the game? Because they're glamorizing it. They ran to that to try to find a different way of life. So that's what they telling y'all. Use that music for the right reason. Like I was telling my people, they like, why would they want to sign somebody that's talking about all that drama, all that staticky? I say, for one simple reason, to keep on making that dollar off of you. Oh, Bob, this guy's staticky. Oh, we don't want to have that. Oh, don't worry about it. He'll be dead in 2 weeks. You hear me?
Right.
And they continue to make all the money they want to make off of you.
Mm-hmm.
You are a statistic. You are a pawn in that game. When they say you're
Right.
just a number, now you're more of a number than you ever been. You hear
Yeah,
me?
then more of a number than you think.
And with social media and everywhere else, they can tell you exactly what your number is. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever number you want to know, your sleep number,
Right.
211, don't make it a 187.
Yeah.
What price was put on your head when the police killed an unarmed black man, but you know they didn't do anything wrong because anybody was charged, but they did get awarded $5 million for wrongfully causing your death,
Right.
but not murdering you.
Yeah.
Then that family that got $5 million, that's the price that they put on your head. That's what your worth is.
Yeah.
So they can tell you the exact dollar amount.
Right.
Because like we said, you ain't finna pay no money
Yeah.
if you ain't did nothing. You hear me?
For sure.
You know that's trending with social media too, with P. Diddy and everything else.
I used to say, you know, your life is priceless, but you know, don't walk around without a price. You know what I'm saying?
I told my lady friend, I say I used to be just blown away with the level of confidence that one of her friends had. You hear me? And I was like, you know, sizing her up basically.
Right.
I try to think of a better word, you know.
Uh-huh.
And you know how it go. We try to act like we don't judge, but we do. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I
Put a
thought
little-
like
on
from
the little scale.
what I see and what I thought she was on, I ain't gonna say that she was bottom of the barrel. You know, I was glad that she had a little confidence and, you know, felt a certain way about herself. But sometimes I used to kind of think that her head was in the clouds. Like,
Yeah.
hold on, who is you? You
Right.
know? Then I start watching how other people thought that they were way above her. You hear me? And they carry themselves a certain way. So I start telling my lady friend, I'm like, I don't blame your homegirl. You hear me?
Yeah.
If you don't have standards, you know, like they said, if you
Right.
don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You
Yeah,
hear
man.
me? So I was like, yeah, she right to have standards. You better have some. You hear
Yeah.
me?
Hey, if you ain't got no standards, you just wide open for anything,
Bro,
man.
you don't have to be snooty, be no snob, or be nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have standards. Don't have your head in the cloud where, you know, just because somebody tried to talk to you, you get all out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How could you dare?
I'm like, how would a person know their range and where they at if they don't ever try to test the water and get out here? You hear me?
Yeah.
I know how females feel. Well, he should have looked in the mirror and knew that he was too ugly to talk to me. He should have seen that with his own eyes. I shouldn't have to tell him that. You hear me?
Right.
You got a face only your mama can love. But I don't know, man. You know, they
How
kill
dare
me
you
with
try to
that,
talk to
man.
me.
You know what I'm saying? I just got through telling people that, man. I was like, boy, I'm so tired of the bullying. I said the females even bully you now. You hear me?
Right.
Because one of my family members is in a little situation, and they were looking for one of their lady friends to help them out. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
And when she got to the point where she wasn't able to help this person, they started to kind of clown and act out. You hear me? And she was like, she was kind of scared of his reaction if she didn't help him a certain way. And I felt like now y'all getting bullied the same way y'all bully us.
Uh-huh.
Because to me, like with all the, you know, everybody, you know, being able to pick and choose what they want nowadays and do whatever they want, that's the way that we get played nowadays. If you don't bow down, it's like the women, they flaunt it so hard and throw it out there now. It's like, and y'all ninjas better roll with whatever we say, because if you don't, we got the option of going the other way. They almost try to punk you like, I mean, I was telling my lady, I said, women be like, they don't even look at me no more. Like, I don't even like them. like you better act right. You better fall in line, because you know if you don't, I go over here and give me one of these chicks. You hear me?
Right, yeah.
That's how I felt that was happening to her when she was being scared. Like if she didn't help him out, what'd have happened? You know, I was like, Dad,
Then I'm gonna go get me a sugar daddy.
maybe your self-esteem is extremely low. You hear me?
Dang.
He had her feeling like, I'm gonna drop you like a hot potato if you don't roll with whatever I say. You hear me? And that's what I'm talking about around St. Louis, man. too much of that same selfish mentality. You hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody here think it's all about them, or it gotta be all about me.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't all about me, you better be fixing it where very soon it'll be all about me.
Yeah, just giving you a heads up. Man.
if
coming
you
around the
want
corner.
to have a good day,
Right.
and
Advice.
on that tip, man, you know, while we got time, brother, I want to give a little Mike Justice, man,
Mike Jeff.
to a couple of people, man. For one, old Chris Paul, man, the OGs is out there balling, my brother. You
Yeah,
hear me?
man.
Sticking around that league because he trying to play it right, just being the old floor general. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
Everybody didn't think that was gonna work with him and Steph in Golden State. I'm
Yeah.
like, if he was out there trying to play hero ball,
Yeah.
but just being an architect,
Facilitator.
yeah,
Yeah.
facilitator, being the captain of that ship, doing a good job, man. Whole bunch of games where he ain't had no turnovers. You hear me?
That's what's up, man. I'm curious to know what's up with our boy Yuri Collins, man. Is he still out there, or you know anything on that front?
I haven't, I've been checking out SLU to see, what moves they made now that they lost him. I've been trying to keep up with him, but I ain't really expecting him to do nothing. Like I said, he looked at like maybe a 2-year work in progress to me, but he was definitely had what it take to be a good backup guard.
Yeah.
I didn't think he had enough, game and flash to be really no scorer, no storer.
Right.
But I thought he knew the game enough and a good playmaker that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would be fine if he's just on the roster right at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look at him maybe going overseas or something till he get his game up, and then coming back over here and trying to do a little something. But yeah. And another one, man, your boy LeBron James, man,
All right.
the king, man. He deserves some shine
Year
sometime,
21.
man.
Yeah.
38, finna be 39. You hear
Yeah.
me? This dude is still going up there getting it. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
And he having great games out there, 31, 12, 8. You hear
Yeah.
me? The dude averaged 25, 30 points at 40 years old in the NBA, bro.
Yeah, that's incredible, man.
They killed
You
me
got,
talking
you
about,
got to give it up to this.
They showed a little thing, how they they put the little meme or something up there talking about have he ever done this, and had Jordan a little 50-point game when he was with the Wizards.
Yeah.
I was like, do they really want to go there, man? Michael Jordan at 38 opposed to the 38-year-old LeBron.
Right.
Michael Jordan at 38 or 40 was almost, you could say, garbage. You hear me? He had a decent little bit of game.
Yeah.
It was. He finally became average. You hear me? He was an average player then.
Right.
You hear me? Sometimes he could pull it out the bag and do exceptional things. Don't get it twisted. We talking about Michael Jordan.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
But this was him playing 15 years after he had set out a couple of years and everything
Right.
else. You hear me?
Yeah.
Twice he had set out a few years.
Yeah.
From 93 to 95, 96 when he doing the baseball, and then when he retired again after the Jazz, he didn't come back to 01. So
Right.
this is 5 or 6 years of his knees, legs, and everything getting to rest.
Yeah.
Not 21 years of making the playoffs and going to the finals, playing in several Olympics.
Right.
Michael Jordan on one dream team.
And you know the same thing they like to attack him with. He made it to 10 finals.
He made it to 10 finals. You hear me? I
Yeah.
guess the Buffalo Bills suck too, huh? They went
Yeah.
to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Right.
And if a dude knew how to kick in some other circumstances, they could have easily won one of those. You hear
Yeah.
me? I be just blown away by how nobody ever acknowledged how they came back and beat Golden State 3-1.
Yeah.
When you got all the nut riders, Golden State is the most. How would you most
Right.
nut ridden team that there is? Everybody,
Most
and
rodeo.
that's because they're winning. You hear me?
Yeah.
All of a sudden the Spurs is everybody team because they got old Wemby. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I feel like, man, when you could come back on one of the greatest players, Steph, Draymond, all them,
Klay
but
Thompson,
come
yeah.
on, man, that in itself is remarkable.
Yeah.
And not when he on the super team with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh when he's in Cleveland.
Right.
This is for you. You hate because he great. You hear me?
Right.
Now he getting ready to bust up 40,000 points. You know what I'm saying? Bruh,
Yeesh.
I
That's
love it.
wide
Put it
open.
way out there. You hear me?
Yeah.
That way somebody else that even get close to yours and have to deal with all the scrutiny and bull crap that you did. You hear me?
Right.
Just enjoy the man being a great player, man. I seen Kobe Bryant start so young that I almost missed his last couple of years because you expected Kobe to be out there forever. If you think you're going to be young forever, you think all the people you love and you watch going to be young forever, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, it's like, it's just a matter of opinion. You hear me? You supposed to be the best person you can be.
Yeah.
Play your hardest. You know, I almost missed Kobe because, like I said, I was just too caught up in just thinking that I had the luxury of seeing him do what he do forever.
Right.
Tiger Woods, yeah. Some golfers do play to 70 or 80. He might not. He's
Yeah.
been injured a lot.
Yeah.
So these times that he's able to get out there, enjoy that.
Right.
That somebody's out there still trying to give it their all. They love the game. They have a passion.
Yeah.
With all this fake stuff that's out there, somebody's really trying to do it for the love and integrity of the game.
Yeah.
Support them. Roll
Yeah.
with it. You hear me?
Yep.
But I don't get all that debate, man, about they like, when did LeBron ever do that, score 50 when he was 38, 39? Okay, and when he do, what the hell you going to have to say? And if he play another year, what you going to do when you see he the first person to ever score 50 when he's 40?
Right. Yeah.
You hear me? You're going to find some other reason to hate. You hear me?
Yeah.
Come on, man. They say Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. I even call him that.
Yeah.
But I only saw all his fights on VCR tapes.
Right.
I wasn't born to 78. You hear me?
Yeah.
I didn't see him in 60 knock out Sonny Liston.
Right.
Rumble in the Jungle and all that. You
Yeah,
hear
all
me?
of that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about it. I just know what he stand for, what I saw of him, the way he represent,
Yeah.
the toughness
and
in
he
him.
still had losses on this record, man.
He had several losses
Yeah.
on his record,
So-
man. You know, so I'll be tripping off of that. How are you the greatest? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And then you know when they always put it on the scale and try to say him or Mayweather or whatever, you know, Mayweather's argument is always to being undefeated.
Yeah.
So what is the criteria that make you the greatest? You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael Jordan won 6 rings. Okay, LeBron had the potential to win 10. He went to 10 finals.
Right.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what are you basing it on? Are you saying it's because winning? Bill Russell has 11 or 12 rings.
Yeah.
So does that make him the greatest?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a matter of taste. It's what you've seen during your time. You hear me? From where I grew up, I've always knew that Babe Ruth is the standard for baseball.
Right.
He could pitch, he could hit, he showed Ohtani.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But if a 12-year-old say Shohei Ohtani is the best they ever saw to go, I'm rolling with that.
Yeah.
Because that's what you saw.
'Cause that's-
And he's
yeah,
done
that's your
remarkable
criteria.
things. You hear me?
Yeah. So
So it's just a matter of taste. I don't know Babe Ruth. I saw Albert Pujols. I'm a St. Louis Cardinal.
Right.
His first 11 years here were immaculate. So
Yeah.
if you ask me who's the greatest, I'm going to say him.
Alberto.
Does that make me wrong? Do I got to get scrutinized and
and yeah, and attacked and all of that.
come on, man? I'm like, why is the target so hard on LeBron here? Y'all finally nervous that it's actually somebody that's good enough to even hold a candle to Jordan? That's what you scared of? He's not going to ever take his spot. They
Yeah.
played in different eras. They can't play against each other. So what are you so worried about? Oh, I ain't never seen LeBron score 50 when he was 38. I never seen Charles Barkley score 50 when he was 38 either. I never saw Larry Bird score. Why it don't matter that they didn't do it?
Yeah.
Why it didn't matter that Magic Johnson didn't score 100?
Because we know Michael Jordan better than all of them.
Will Chamberlain scored 100 in the game. Jordan didn't ever do it.
Right.
He ain't better than Will Chamberlain. Why is always the shots always at LeBron?
Yeah.
What the hell did he do? What's the beef with LeBron? I don't get it, bro. He's so hated on for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know what the
I
dude
don't
did,
know.
man.
I would appreciate a guy like that, man, that ain't had no scandal. You know what I'm saying?
I think he get that same type of hate that Coach Prime get. Like everybody was mad, you know, when LeBron went to South Beach, they was mad the same way when Coach Prime got another job. Ain't that what you supposed to do?
Yeah.
When you do good, you get it. You look
Yeah,
for a
get a
raise. You look to
promotion,
get
yeah.
promoted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, my right to carry. What about right to live? What about right to work? What about all of that stuff that matter? You hear me?
Yeah.
But you know, I'm like, what is he doing wrong because he went to South Beach to play in Miami? What is wrong because he went to this team, that team? Why are they hating and so bitter with the dude about what?
You got me.
then
I don't even you know, look at the guy or look at nobody else to be that caught up in what they doing to where it just
Bro, I was loving when somebody made the point about, because they was trying to act like a lot of people act like the beef with Deion Sanders is the way that he handled his sons, and I was like, they don't talk about these Manning boys having 500 people in the family trying to be famous, playing football and all that. I said, now you had to just deal with Neon Deion on prime time with all this attitude and all that. Oh, and now here come his little ninja sons, you heard me, that are living the part, you heard me, and
Right.
too many chicks going to that Sanders house, and they getting mad and they're getting
gotta
jealous.
humble them, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like the person speaking up like, y'all said the same thing with LeVar Ball. Like, if you didn't check them numbers, them ball boys be balling. You hear me? They
for
like
sure.
LaMelo out there hurting people's feelings.
Yeah.
Last 5 to 7 games, he putting up 38, 40, 12, 8, you hear me?
Yeah.
Breaking people off. Remember, he was supposed to not get drafted trying to play overseas.
Right.
Remember, he bought the league that he played for and all that. All the stuff that they don't even talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, and when he do make it to the league and get drafted, he's going to be a bust and everything else. They like, don't get it twisted. Put some respect on the young man name.
Right.
He's 21 years old. He's already been Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He's been an All-Star once or twice already.
Wow.
You hear me?
Yeah.
They like triple doubles and all type of
They
records.
mad at him because he didn't feed the system, man. You know
They're
what I'm
like,
saying?
the dude, they're like, he just signed a 3-year extension or something for $260 million.
Yeah.
Oh, LeVar Ball, my son is better than Jordan, is laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
exploited the dog crap out of his sons. You hear me? So much that the Ball family is like those Wayans and other people.
Yeah.
Their family is a brand.
Yeah.
And they're almost worth billions of dollars.
Right, for sure.
Because when everybody else tried to tell them how to do it and everything else, and don't listen to your people and your family,
Yeah.
that right there is the example of how important family is.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because if that dude was doing something to try to put them in a bad situation, once again, do they hate on them like they do LeBron? This dude came out and said his son's better than Jordan. You hear me?
Right.
My son better than Jordan. And he's supposed to say that. You know why? Because that's his son.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, man, Jordan the dog walked my son.
No, I told Lonzo, don't even go out there and try to do nothing. You know what happened. Do you want to have Jordan cashews in your face, boy?
Come around here
Okay.
messing with these people.
I don't know what people be on, man. I don't know what they be on, bro. I was trying to see that you get a chance to reach out to your girl Blaze.
Yes, I did.
You did, good.
Blaze is on the clock.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so she accepted the challenge, and Blaze, you're on the clock now. Come on now.
Well, we said we running it to the first.
Yeah.
So whatever show we do that drop in that week at that time, we
Yeah.
gonna tell you that hit it, baby D,
Right.
and you gonna be on the clock, old Blaze. You hear me?
Hey, Blaze, get anybody that you think is worthy too. Get them in there.
As far as that, man, getting somebody that's worthy, my brother. I've been asking everybody to help with this movement. Like I was telling my man's Phil, they're not going to help us do it, bro.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep it light, man, because it's all the holiday tomorrow. So let's do a real easy breezy show, man.
Yep.
Talk about certain stuff that's going on. We know what it is with the gang situations. We know what it is with the guns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just want to just try to keep it light, man. We still doing the whole, the 100 to the dentist. We got the GoFundMe video that we got coming up soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that. We still doing the whole thing like we just talked about with Blaze, you know what I'm saying? The 50 years of hip hop, the whole contest. We working on a whole nother video, you hear me?
Yep.
But we got a lot of little stuff, man, that's going on. But what I was saying, bro, about the support, man, I was like, I want everybody to try to get one person because we can't get those numbers up like we want to. So I was asking everybody if you had one person that you could ask to just sign up. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, and have that person show it to you. Like, do that for me. Take one for the team. That's part of that. I'm saying we too lazy to cure gun violence, racism, terrorism, because we don't want to get involved. So let's get involved by that. I'll do the legwork for you, but help me get my capital up, my resources, and be able to do stuff by helping me. Like it, share it, subscribe, do whatever you got to do.
Right.
So that's what I'm asking. I don't want you to do it because we right here with each other.
Yeah.
I want to ask somebody at my job, hey, do you believe in what I'm on?
Yeah.
Are you willing to support me?
Right.
Are you down with helping make it better and safer St. Louis? curbing gun violence and seeing kids get shot. This is all I'm asking you to do. Help me get my numbers up. That way they cannot silence my voice.
Right.
Capital won't be an issue. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to implement my food truck and everything.
Yeah.
Try to incorporate everything we can to try to get these numbers up. I don't care if I have to give away some food, do some different some giveaways, some different sweepstakes, different drives, anything like that, man. But like I said, I'm challenging everybody. I'm asking everybody get one person to ride and be part of the team with you and sign up. Subscribe, be down, just one person. Mm-hmm. And if you feel good about it, tell me about it. Drop it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Call the line, call the show. Like I said, we trying to just move away a little bit for now to the whole phone situation and just let it do what it do for a minute and get back to that. But y'all know what it is. You can still call in now if you want to, if you got something worth talking about. 314 282 5086. They know the number. They know what it is. So if you want to, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, we just trying to keep it moving for a minute. We got a lot of stuff in the works. Like I said, the whole mission is to get 100 people to the dentist. Mm-hmm. I told my mans, I say I got a whole list of people that we're going to start trying to contact them first and see if they want to be a part of making something shake or rock like that. But if they don't, then I'm going to start calling them out and putting them on blast. Because if you had that kind of money and resources, man, why wouldn't you try to do something to uplift your people, your community, get involved and do something different?
Right.
And with that being said, my brother, tomorrow is good old Thanksgiving. You hear me?
Right on.
Hopefully everybody have a good time. Spend some time with your family. Be safe, whether you do celebrate it for whatever reason. That's your business. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember we had different ways to do stuff.
Yep.
I remember every Christmas, me, you, and some of the brothers, our thing was we would make hot wings every year.
Yep.
I don't know where that tradition came from, but we used to do that. And then you remember the one other thing that we always tried to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always laid a song now.
Yeah.
We always record a song, and we always eat hot wings on Christmas. If we got a chance to go places and curl and sing and get to kick it up with everybody, we did that too many times. You hear me?
Yeah. And
that used to blow people away that you got a whole group of old thug, nappy head ninjas, and we sitting there hitting and rapping and singing Christmas carols. But, that was in our high school days. We won't go back.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That's when we had personality. And it didn't matter what we ate, who we practiced on, what kind of J's we had on. We were just cool with being cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hope we could get back to that one day. Hope y'all listening, my brothers. Much love to everybody. So that's what I'm saying, man. Without all the religion, the politics, and everything else, just enjoy the day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be with your girl, your family, by yourself. Be safe and make it to see Black Friday. You hear me?
Right.
Don't be the jive turkey on Thursday. Eat some turkey. Don't
that's
be the
another
turkey.
one for you, Black Friday. But that's another show.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And while I'm here, man, I want to, acknowledge the holiday, because a lot of times we get caught up in it. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell people at my job, on Martin Luther King Day, we busy as hell. I don't know whether the white people care what day it is. I say all we know is we off and we gonna eat some barbecue.
Right.
They can care less what day it is or whatever, but it still affect my job.
Yeah.
People off work is still busy. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, not to overlook the holiday, overlook all the politics and all of that, man. It's a day to be with your people, be with your family, give thanks, show love, and to be honest, that should be every day, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's enough garbage out here. So if we get one day where we supposed to have peace, celebrate, it be about love and be about family, I'm all for it. Yeah. And if I'm wrong for that, then my bad. You hear me? But I'm going to spend time with mine. I'm going to show some love. You hear me?
I'm definitely going to do that.
And if eating to play the turkey and dress and make you get in your feelings, it's going to be all right because you won't see me doing it while I'm doing it. You hear me? But I will tell you about it. It's delicious. Now stop eating it. Yeah, man. I'm definitely thankful to have this show, man, this platform. I'm thankful, man, that I get a chance to have somebody to talk to, brother. Nobody calls in, nobody support. I don't know how it would be if I sat here all day. I would try my best to entertain these people, let them know what's up, because that's what the show about. It ain't all about me. I'm trying to make some moves and do some stuff out here, y'all. Let's get it right, man. the gun violence and everything that got ridiculous. You seen the Ohio shooting, you know. It just happened, so I didn't get a chance to learn the facts of whatever they claim it's supposed to be about. So I said I'll just take my time. We'll come back in after this whole holiday over. We'll talk about it and get back into that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's too much of it, man.
It is,
and I'm
man.
like, how many times is it gonna happen till they decide that something needs to be done about it? I'll be just blown away the way they just report it, talk about it, and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, 500 people just got died today. Oh, ain't nothing news. The weather is hot today. Oh, it's cloudy today, Bob.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be normal, but it's not, man.
Man, it just, no feeling.
I was meditating this morning, man, and just a lot of situations that could have went the other way. You know what I'm saying? If I was on that rah-rah, that cup of courage, you know what I'm saying? That insta tough. But I'm thankful that they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as I'm playing that out in my head, I'm thinking now after I got violent with it, what would be the outcome of that? You know what I'm saying? And not to get too specific, but what brought me there, man, is somebody that I know is dealing with they family. They family's at a point and at a crossroads to where they have to figure out if they gonna be about that life or if they gonna be family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways.
Bruh, you know me and you know a lot of my family and my struggle. You hear me?
Yeah.
Remember that post we just saw?
Yeah.
That's dealing with some of that same type of stuff. You hear me?
Yeah.
It get real out here in the field, my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was something else, man, that I wanted to I was tripping off of how we was talking about the military decide when we could go to war and putting people's life at danger and all that, man. And the Pope had released a statement. He was saying that it done got past war now, that the whole Hamas situation and the bombing has got to the level of terrorism. You hear me? Dude, that bothered me. I was like, so to call it terrorism now because it done got out of hand was almost saying that the war part of it is okay.
Right.
But now it done took to a terrorism level. I thought killing innocent people and them not having a choice whether or not they went to fight for something that they knew nothing about. I thought that was bad in itself.
Yeah.
So to drop bombs on innocent people, kill people, and have war in itself, I thought was a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was okay to war, not try to resolve a problem, kill people. And that was every day because, once again, we go back to all our constitutional rights and all that. So I didn't know that people look at the military being able to declare war and declaring war. They feel like that that's just everyday normal life. Now there's a problem. Now y'all done took the war too far. Too many people done got
now
killed.
You done took it too far.
Now it's terrorism. Bruh, it's too far to me if one person lost their life.
Yeah.
Negotiate, communicate. But I was blown away. I understood what he was trying to say, but it blew me away when he say it's past war, now it's terrorism. So it almost made it like war is not too bad, but
war
now
cool.
y'all took it to another level.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother show, man. But I wanted to mention it because that blew me away the way that they said that. And before we get out of here, man, on the old Thanksgiving tip, you got Campbell still saying that mashed potatoes and all that other crap. My boy Ricky Smiley dispute that. He said that's in the white ghetto. I wanted to drop my top 5 since we always do top 5.
All right.
I tried to keep it 100, man, and people might not agree with this list, but I'm talking about black people that got skin that look like ours. These are the 5 things that I've heard that people have been hollering the most about that they looking forward to.
Yeah.
On this freaking Thanksgiving. My number 5 would be Old Chitlins. You hear me? I seen the vegan ones. Hey, for
the
40
vegan ones didn't look bad, my brother.
And for $40 a bucket, hey brother, they are some of the tastiest things, and you might not ever know that because you don't do the swine. But if you ever get the cashews to try those vegan ones, get you some Frank's hot sauce, put them on there, and you will.
I do the vegan
brother.
ones. Some bean curds, I eat those.
Okay, well, find who got them.
Right.
Get somebody to cook some for you, my brother, and tell me what it do.
Yeah.
Number 5 would be the good old sweet potatoes. Some people put all the marshmallows and all that on them. We don't care nothing about that. As long as they got that flavor, some of that cinnamon, that butter, some vanilla. We don't care if they slice, mash, however you make them. That's on you. Number 3 coming in is that dressing, not no stuffing.
No,
You heard me?
not stuffing.
And then they got to know the nerve to get hip and know how we feel about it. Because you see, I saw boxes of stovetop stuffing that had the word cornbread on the front of it. So I guess this is not breadcrumbs, and it's cornbread.
This is cornbread stuff.
Like my daddy wife used to say, it is baked macaroni. I didn't fry it. I put it in the oven.
Right.
I'm like, but oh babe, we put egg and stuff like Ricky say. We do it a little bit different.
There is an egg involved.
It's more to it than just a name. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
You can't even say mac and cheese. You got to say macaroni and cheese.
So number 3 would be dressing, not stuffing.
Dressing.
Number 2, I would say the desserts. A lot of people leave that out.
Yeah.
You might not have too many,
Sweet
but even if you have
potato.
one pie, pecan pie. You heard me?
Yeah.
Homemade cheesecake. You know,
I will eat pumpkin pie, but I prefer sweet potato pie.
Well, you know, the one year that I did go dessert, you know, I made the homemade sweet potato cheesecake.
Yeah.
With the pecan topping, with the pecan pie topping on the cheesecake. Was fire, my brother. You know, I do my thing, but you know, I do have a food truck coming way to plug myself and anything else. And number 1, like you said, that back macaroni rock. Macaroni. He said you can't just say Mac. You got to put some respect.
Mac,
on
you got to put some respect.
We put
on
some
it.
egg
Rock,
in that thing.
Rock
so that's the 5 things that I know my people's looking forward to. Hope somebody eats some good old chillins, make some good sweet potatoes. Mom's got the dressing on lock, so I ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
Dessert, hey, I don't got nothing. I ain't made nothing by hand, but Miss Smith gonna be all right for tomorrow, and some of that good old macaroni. And it's been your boy Mikey Justice. Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving. Live to see tomorrow. You hear me? Make it to Black Friday. It can't be Black Friday if ain't no black in it. So y'all, be safe, be smart, and live to see Friday. I love y'all. This your boy Mikey Justice. That been my time, and we out, y'all.
Peace.